everyone. I'm Space Wizard Apollo. Welcome back to Mass Effect. It's been a little bit due to some weirdness with the audio. We've hopefully got that mostly ironed out, and we'll be getting caught up on the uploads over the weekend, and I'll be back to normal come Monday, hopefully. But we last left off going ahead and interrogating the entire crew about their personal lives. We are going to continue that with engineering because they thought they could get away without telling me all about themselves. They were
Hey,
wrong.
Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
You better not be bothered by her.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Yeah, no, she is the best.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Yeah, we should probably know about our ship as the captain.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation, too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
He's more worried about being invisible than being cooked.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Very neat. Let's hear about you to finish it off.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
What happens if they bring like a tire or something completely
Can a
useless?
captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound that dangerous then.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know.
Tell me anyway.
It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Let's hear it, yep.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Yeah, that sounds super uber duper sketch.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
Mm-hmm.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group
I
consciousness.
wonder if it works like that.
No, nothing like
like
that.
their combat AI
They
as well.
cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By
I don't
acting
necessarily agree
quickly,
with
we had a
Shepard.
chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
That's really judgy, Shep.
We
You
made
better
a
relax.
mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
Bad
What does
argument.
that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce.
Oh, I already said
There
this.
are
We'll just
70.
move through along.
Unfortunately, we have had to
Oh,
surrender
you know what?
many
No,
of the
I'm sorry.
freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I should go.
He's like, that's enough. That's
you later.
enough talking. We'll get on with it. Guess we have to figure out where we're going next. Listen, tiny cat, quit being so angry. Alright, she's done attacking
Good
the
timing,
bell for
Commander.
now.
We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel.
I was wrong.
Top priority clearance.
From who?
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Well, let's go figure that out right now.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
Yeah, right away.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Again,
Spectres
Shep,
tend to
stop being
attract
so
attention,
judgy.
Commander. But they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing
Merlin has 5
situations.
work, you're fine.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static.
They did.
The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications.
It's called being dead.
But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Thanks for
I'll
your
look
info.
into
Get your manipulative
The
rhetoric
Council
outta
prefers
here.
not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
We don't want to know about what you're doing on the Council-ordered mission to Vermeer. Sounds legit. Alright. So we've got Pharaoh, so Vermeer is added up there now. There's the Citadel, we'll head back there soon, and then, you know what, we're going to the asteroid here. Asteroid X-57. Because that's not a main mission. Yep, you knocked that box right off. You sure did. She's very proud of herself, too.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in.
So
I'll patch it
many
through.
people want to talk to us
Shepard,
today.
this is Admiral Hackett from
Oh.
Alliance Command.
Hacker.
We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
I don't like the way you say that.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here.
Says most people doing things
Virtual
illegal.
intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
I was about to say, like, less excuses on why you have a VI that's this advanced and more, what do we need to do?
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facilities, weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Alright, we're here. I'm not so sure we're on Admiral Hackett's side. Apologize, there'll be a couple cuts early on here. There's some microphones just not wanting to stay connected. We are fighting through it though. Looks like there's nothing anywhere except for on asteroid X-57, so let's roll out. I mean, and seeing as we know absolutely nothing about it, we gotta take our favorite doctor and our favorite Quarian.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Alright, we're here. We've got a deep impact type situation going on. First things first, question marks. And then we can help the people. No. I was like, we're not returning to the Normandy yet. This victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered only to be executed by his sadistic captors. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess we figured the central transmission tower's on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings of the single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slaj shows up to relieve me, I'm gonna go see if we can get the old girl back up and running. And so he thought. He was jumped as soon as he got outside. Oh, that was a new Omni tool. Like, who uses Omni tools? There you go. Have your... That is so much better than the current one you have. I'm expecting you to be throwing out abilities left and right. Let's allow your warp to be better. I keep circling on accident. And then, yeah, we'll max out damping. Gives everything else more AoE. And then... Yes. Perfect. Talia is going to be horrifying to our enemies now. Onward to the torch. Oh, diamonds. They got missile turrets. You know the drill. Isolate and
In the
destroy.
right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn.
I got it. There we go. Cool, move on. Oh, they were already firing at us. Glad we were moving. About there, right? And then... Oh, I missed with the cannon shot. There we go. There we go. Let the gun overheat. See if we can do this without getting hit. I don't know. We'll let it overheat. One turret left. Even getting hit, I don't think they can hit us. Easy. Alright. Let's roll. They won't even see us coming. Alright, team. They are taking no prisoners. We shall not either. Barrier up. A bunch of uglies.
Batarians.
Same thing, I guess.
Check!
Have you met our Lord and Savior space magic?
Release the Baron!
You can get that damn piece there. Turn off their abilities. Oh, what? Get that grenade all the way back there on that thing. And poof. What is oh, it was a ramp. I was like, what is going on?
Get down!
Alright, this is really important. That might... my gun. Let's throw this guy. Get throw! I didn't realize it was leaning further away from my gun. You were trying to use some more silly tech abilities. Yeah, getting sniped would make me sad. You need to lay down, sir.
Perimeter clear.
Super hacker, get to work. Good stuff all around there. That wasn't so bad at all. No one else upstairs. Yeah, we'll just put the gun up for now. What's in you, box? Ooh, I don't know. This Hydra might be good. I don't know if I have anyone that can wear it.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who else? Yes, it's clearly the Batarians that are turning off the
Who are you?
torches.
What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If
This is a straight up declaration of war.
I've gotta go.
I would assume dropping an asteroid on a colony would be a big no-no in this society. In most societies, hopefully. No, one torch down. What are you
Hey.
doing, dude? Excuse
God.
you?
I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
No, that was weak. It was a weak shot.
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... Well, I guess I'm not much
Yeah,
of a
no,
soldier.
very clearly.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we
One
hit
down,
Terra
dude.
Nova.
I guaranteed
There are
slow
4
them
million
down.
people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
I don't care about any
X-57
families. What
is
happens?
22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast.
It'd be very
1,000
bad, yeah.
kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony, the planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
Yeah, we'll call it S'mores Day. Dude, you know if it lands in the water, it almost would be worse. The tsunami would be massive.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories.
I don't know how to
Slave
do
rings
anything
ranching
with
people
Batarians.
like
These people are
animals.
just
Pirate bands
crazy.
burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel Conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
I need to read about the Batarians. They're clearly a nation of people that don't like us, though. They're not all like this. This is very clearly a military organization.
Most Batarians aren't genocidal madmen, but these ones are terrorists.
All right, well.
Yeah, I know. It's just... This isn't how I expected the world to be when I rolled out of bed this morning.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen, and where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
They need at least 1 million.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy.
Balak,
Scared enough
more
to
like
do what he wanted.
ugly. Got him.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so
No,
you'll
it's
have
real
to
weird.
go in on foot.
How come they didn't set him off?
Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the
I guess
entrance
we'll
to
see
the
if there's
torch
actually any
facility
Batarians
inside
there.
the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
They would be just out and about, Shep. Oh, yeah, we definitely already saw one.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is
I
more
will
important
save
than my
them
team.
if they're on the way.
There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive?
We're doing
She's
a
one
lot
of
of
my
talking,
best
Simon.
engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Yep, get out of here.
You'd better
Duck
find a
down
good
behind
place
those
to hide.
bookshelves behind me.
The Batarians come back and
Don't
find
come
you.
out till I say.
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
See you, Simon. Hey, good guy points. But either way, that is all the time we have for today. I have been Space Wizard Apollo. I really appreciate y'all stopping by for another episode of Mass Effect. I don't know what Tolly's doing. Girl, you just keep doing you. I will see you all next time. Leave a like and subscribe if you had a good time here today. Bye.